presentation will be, I think it will be a general overview of the main regions for Russian startups, for startups around the world, where they can go to different regions. I should say that I think this will be a kind of general presentation, because I couldn't say that I could be named as an expert in startups. We, the Russian Fintech Association, are actually working with the financial technologies in Russia, but we specialize mostly in our work with banks, with large market participants like telecoms, IT companies, and the regulator, the Central Bank of Russia. And our mission is to develop the common financial technologies infrastructure, common financial technologies solutions like the faster payment system, like the master chain blockchain platform for banks, like the development of open API and open banking regulation in Russia, etc., etc. So I think that our other participants are more experts than I am regarding startups, regarding going to foreign markets. However, I will try to give a general overview of how we see the differences between markets regarding financial technologies and startups. I will start with the common analysis of the general world investments in the area of fintech. We know that 2020 is the year of drastic transformation of our personal lives, of our way of living, and of course it has affected the fintech investment climate. And the Q1 was actually a serious decrease, downturn in investments around the globe. Actually, the investment level in the first 3 months of 2020 was comparable to the level of 2017. And actually every region except for Africa and Asia, except for Africa, has seen drastic decrease in investment. And for China, actually, where, as we understand, as China is one of the leaders of fintech in the world, it was the worst investment quarter since 2015. So we can see that the situation was very, very harsh for the overall fintech market around the globe. However, every crisis creates not only problems but also new opportunities. We could see that those solutions which deal with the alternative lending, which deal with B2B solutions that help to automate some operational processes of large companies, and those solutions that deal with the security of information of clients, they have seen very good increase in the interest from investors. And actually, if we compare the situation today and like 9 months ago, you could see that the investments in fintech have been recovered greatly. And actually, if we dive deeper in the regions to see the situation in every region of the world, we see that financing of fintech, of startups, I mean the venture investment in North America, Europe, and South America has seen an upturn, while companies which are working in Asia and Australia, they could see some kind of downturn in the investments. However, everything is recovering slowly but surely. And actually Africa and South America, Latin America I could say, are the only regions that could see the constant increase in the fintech investment for the last 3 quarters. That could be seen as a signal that those markets are have a huge potential regarding the development, regarding new solutions for financial technologies. So, and these are the very prospect markets for entrance of new participants. And let me proceed to the general overview of how these markets are different. And I think I would provide overview of not my personal experience, because I do not work with startups and going abroad, but this is, I would say, some general ideas from those experts from those companies which actually deal in this area. Well, when we speak about North America, and when you speak with startups regarding going to foreign markets, actually everybody wants to go to the Silicon Valley, actually everybody wants to go to the United States. But this market, as we should understand, is very highly competitive. And those Russian companies which want to go to the United States, they often face several obstacles. And it's not very easy to go from Russia to the United States in one step. And some experts, they would suggest that you could use some other regions in the American continent, some other countries, to show your potential there, like it could be Mexico. And after developing in Mexico, it's much easier to go to the United States if you compare it if you go to United States from Russia directly. When we speak about Europe is actually the nearest region to us. When I say the nearest region, I do not mean in geographical terms. I mean in terms of technological stack for Russian startups. I mean mentality, and of course I mean the as it would be said in Russian, klientский путь, the client, the way client interacts with the services. So at the same time, this region is kind of difficult in terms of regulation, because different countries, they have different requirements regarding financial solutions, regarding financial technologies. And going to the European market, you need a lot of resources. And if you want to present yourself as, for example, a British company, a newly established British company, some experts say that it could be a couple of million pounds, if not more. Well, actually, in the recent times, we could see that there are several examples of how Russian startups, Russian solutions go into the European market. Actually, I couldn't say that there are a lot of them. Maybe other experts from our session could explain this more. But as I understand, the most recent, the loudest, I would say, examples are the Vivid Money, is a team from the Tinkoff Bank, and the CoinKeeper multi-bank personal finance management solution, which has recently raised some investment to go to the European market as well. Markets like Africa and Latin America, they are seen usually as very prospective markets. They have a high demand for technologies which could see some tests in Russia and the European Union. Those markets, as well as the Asian markets, have the very high share of the unbanked population, which means that those solutions that deal with alternative lending, which deal with P2P lending, with some new methods of credit worthiness scoring, they are very needed in these regions. And for example, in Africa, we could state that there are several Russian big companies which work there for a long time. That could be Eddy, Parallels, or Kaspersky Solutions. In Latin America, there's a very huge potential to go there because the market is prospering. If we go to the previous slides, we will see that the investment in this area, in this region, they could see the 3 times growth in the past 9 months. So a lot of startups go to Latin America, and it could be as well as also a very good step to go into the North America, as it was previously said. If we speak about the Southeast Asia, it could be, it is usually perceived as the new America, as the new Silicon Valley, because of the economic potential of the region. However, localizing your fintech solution in this market is not very easy because of the completely different technological stack compared to the European market. The mentality is different, of course, and you also should always take into consideration cultural differences. And the Southeast Asian market is very diverse, and each country has different peculiarities which you have to take into consideration. And of course, going there needs a lot of analysis, investment. However, the opportunities presented there are huge, and I would say are one of the greatest among the all presented regions. Well, actually, this short overview of the regions for going abroad is over. I hope it wasn't as dilettante or as amateur as perceived. And I would say that we, the Russian Fintech Association, are always open for communication from Russian startups, from startups abroad, because we are deeply involved in the development of the Russian financial technologies. And you could also join our Telegram channel via this QR code to stay in touch with us. And we're always open to communication. Thank you.